perhaps the most important development. McKinney hit him with some hard, clean right hands. Nothing happened.
Relax a little bit. What you got to do, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to utilize the jab a lot more, okay? Just sitting back and waiting on it. Also, after you finish utilizing the jab, hands up, slipping, pivot around to the right, close enough to where you drop the right hand off, okay? You're rushing a little bit too much. You're rushing it just a little bit. Let's go down the jab. You're doing okay. Come on, that round. Over here. All right, Mike, listen to me again. Double up on the jab. You're only throwing one jab, okay? Make him miss, catch it, block, parry, and catch.
Early in the round, Barrera served notice. You can see he's coming right there.
Spin around to the right, drop the right hand.
But as McKinney said, who has he hurt? McKinney doesn't think he can be hurt by Barrera, whose effectiveness is usually in the number of punches he lands rather than in any one punch he lands.
And true to his word, McKinney got the jab working in round number 1, outlanding Barrera in the jab category 28-5 by punch stat numbers.
But that can be his most useful punch and at the same time his most dangerous punch, because if he uses it a lot, it can also allow Barrera to counter over with the right hand if he's not careful. Kennedy carries his left jab very low.
Super middleweight champion and superstar fighter Roy Jones providing the expert commentary tonight. Round 2, main event, this inaugural telecast of HBO's Boxing After Dark.
And I'd have to credit HBO too, because they could not have picked a better fight for this first event.
Well said.
Body shot hurt McKinney bad.
Barrera knows it. Follows up with a barrage. Hard left hand to the middle of McKinney's chest. Now Kennedy's able to weather the storm and get back out with the jab.
It's interesting that he backed off Barrera. He landed a good shot in there and backed him off. You don't often see that in Barrera.
At the same time, Barrera has to be very careful not to punch himself out. These power shots take a lot more energy than the regular punches you throw.
Short right hand in close by Kennedy McKinney. Again, Barrera takes it impassively. McKinney trying to work the uppercut from long range. That can be dangerous.
We're going to find out about Barrera's condition here tonight too, I feel, if McKinney can keep the body shots off of him.
And if he can continue to work at this pace. He's 30 years old.
Barrera is hurting very bad to the body. He's taking the steam out of McKinney's punches by landing those body shots. Kennedy should hit his body some.
McKinney had hoped that when he dipped to throw that left hand to the body that he could counter with his right hand, and that would discourage him from throwing it often. But so far we haven't seen him do that, Roy.
Because the reason he dipped is to get out the way of the right hand. There McKinney tried to go to the body. The reason Barrera dips to throw the body shot is so that he doesn't get caught with the right hand.
Incidentally, don't be confused. Johnny Tapia has already been given a victory in the first fight of the evening. The reason Barrera wears the word Tapia on the back of his trunks is because that's his mother's maiden name. Just a coincidence.
Good right hand by McKinney. He tried to sneak one down. Oh, another good right hand by McKinney.
Solid right hand by McKinney there. It becomes a bit more of a boxing match as round 2 winds down. Kennedy McKinney still pumping that jab and trying to test Marco Antonio Barrera, who comes with the left hook to the body.
Whoa.
Jorge, you must maintain your guard up. Keep your hands up. We don't want this guy to be boxing you all night. You gotta press the issue.
Round 3, don't push his head when it's inside and keep those punches above the waist.
Marco, dale, punch him in the body, Marco. He's very weak in the body. You gotta hit the body. Go side to side and hit him with the left hook, Marco. When he throws the right hand, throw 1, 2, and hit him on the body.
Hook to the head, pivot around to the right, stop the right hand off, okay? The right hand is hurting.
Hey, Roy, the man who does the talking in Kennedy McKinney's corner is former United States amateur boxing coach Kenny Adams. I'm sure you've worked around him some. What kind of a trainer is he?
He's a very smart trainer, very precise with his commands. He tells you exactly what he wants you to do, exactly what will work and what won't work, and he expects you to get out there and do it.
Tough taskmaster, a former Marine drill sergeant.
Let me tell you one other thing. McKinney is one of the strongest punchers for his weight that you'll ever see. He has one of the better right hands for that size of anybody I've ever seen in the game. So
I think Barrera might be a harder puncher, Roy.
With the left hand, but not with the right hand.
Okay.
And he looks like he's been peeled out of a textbook. He's erect, throws correct straight punches. You don't often see this kind of a classic kind of a boxer puncher as McKinney is anymore.
And that's what won him a gold medal at the Olympics. He was the strongest puncher for his size at his career. That was a good try with the left hook. It just came a little short. McKinney is very much into this fight. Don't count him out because Barrera's backing off. I think Barrera may be a little confused at this point. He doesn't really know how to get to McKinney.
Barrera might have felt that with the shots he landed in the first couple of rounds, he'd have taken out most of his previous opponents, and that's one of the things that Kennedy harps on when he talks about Barrera. Who has he fought?
And that jab is beginning to be a very frustrating thing to Barrera. Barrera's very laid back, and by him being so laid back, he may enable himself to be caught with the right hand again soon.
Kennedy McKinney able to stay busy with the jab, Larry.
It seems that Barrera is allowing McKinney to set the tempo of what's been going on through most of this round.
And that was that right hand that I told you he'd be getting caught with soon, too. I think Barrera's just trying to sit back and let McKinney work himself out a little bit. But I think McKinney can keep this pace up all night because he's fighting at his own pace.
This is a very high work rate for Kennedy McKinney, whose punch output had been dropping in recent fights. Tonight, he appears to be all there.
Anytime you put pressure on a guy like this, you make him come up to another level. There was another right hand that I told you Kennedy would be landing soon.
And Marco Antonio Barrera flirting with low blows when he throws that left hand to the body. There's another one right on the top of the trunks, and another.
But that's good for McKinney because they are not good body shots. The cup absorbs the shot.
Tell that to Giovanni Andrade.
Beautifully said, Larry.
He's in Hollywood right now, auditioning.
Speaking of body shots.
Oh, round card girl.
Excellent left to the body.
I like this series.
You must go to the side when he throws the right hand, and you must hit him with the right hand.
Okay, add some feints, okay? Add a feint. Nice. You got the jab, you got the jab, you got the jab, you got the feint, you got the right hand. You got the jab, you got the right hand, you got the hook.
You got the jab, you got the feint, you got the right hand. That's what McKinney wants to do. That's what he...
The reason he's telling him he got the jab and he got the feint and he got the right hand is because he knows that if he keeps the jab in Barrera's face, it keeps him off balance. By feinting at him, he never can see the right hand coming. Therefore, McKinney can hit him with the straight right hand.
In the third round, Kennedy threw 73 punches. That's an exceptionally high punch output once again for him.
Barrera's allowed McKinney to fight his own pace. I said before in the fight that if Barrera let McKinney dictate the pace, it would be a very difficult fight for him. He can't win this fight if he keeps letting McKinney dictate the pace.
And that was the key issue in the Kennedy McKinney camp. They said we need to establish and maintain the tempo of the fight to our advantage. So far, it's working for Kennedy McKinney.
I would just like to see him hit Barrera's body every now and then because Barrera keeps touching his body. Like that.
All three of those left-hand body shots missed. McKinney blocked one with the elbow. The other three were along the belt line and did no damage. So Kennedy McKinney is muffling the body attack of Barrera right now, and Barrera begins to show the frustration.
The frustration basically is that jab, though. The jab is called is setting everything up for Kennedy. It's keeping Barrera to where Barrera can't think and can't set McKinney up. There it is again. There he tried to hit him with a body shot. He can't commit too much to this, though, because Barrera's still strong.
Dialing in the counter right-hand shot is Barrera. Each one landed a little better than his predecessor as he landed 3 in a row.
Because McKinney is committing too far.